Columbus, Ohio. Today, a battle in the Buckeye State, and battle lines will be drawn from Cleveland to Cincinnati. The Golden Flashes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Here's the return from inside his 10. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. So Ohio State's offense will have the football first. And here's the name everyone recognizes, Bo Jackson. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times. Looking for the edge, it's Jackson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Right back to him on the ground. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Say it. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football. Great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Kane. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's Sayin to throw. It's complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Headed for the corner, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Down with the big play
especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Jet sweep to the receiver. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And I like the play call because when you get in the red zone, you get more man-to-man. The field shrinks. What do? Put a guy in motion. Good timing. Get it to him. And how about the receivers on the outside blocking up their guys, and he takes it all the way in for the touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Hunter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running inside, it's King. Open space at the 25. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the golden flashes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Runs through the tackle. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the ground with the counter. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The golden flashes send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Might be changing the route. They'll move the tight end. Sayin. Looking long. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking for a gap. It's Kane. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Defense showing blitz here. Rides to the back. There's some room. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Golden Flashes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is the huge play as this offense rolling. Just when you think this offense had its back against the wall, suddenly they're across midfield with a 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout, and his throw is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Running to Green. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. He's going to take off. Could be an alley. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field.
Makes a grab and room to run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Snags it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he's short. Bounces over the top. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives. Oh, he's got some space. He smashes his way through again at the 20. Touchdown, Kent State. He would not be denied.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the 1st half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy. It's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Flash's offense ready to get this drive started. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's King. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Clark. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's...
Snagged it, and there's running room. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Golden Flashes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Pulls and fires complete. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. Now, the offense is in an interesting situation.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Knocked down inside the red zone, and they pick it up on 4th down to keep this drive moving. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. One more snap coming before halftime. He wants to adjust the pattern. Throw it, say it. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 6 team, the Ole Miss Rebels.
Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Coach Mark Carney told me at the half his biggest concern right now is how they are handling this very hostile environment. It was tough in the first quarter, and this crowd is making it even more difficult. They are loud. They are crazy. And his communication said they have to improve at the line of scrimmage, making sure they're getting into their run game, their RPOs, and being strong with all their communication. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The golden flashes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Hit as he throws.
When you get the incompletion there on 3rd down, you've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He wants to change this route. Say it. Going for it all. Pulls it in down the middle. Lots of running room. He's at the touchdown Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Trying to move them on the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Here's Sayin to throw. Got a man. It's Johnson. Going the other way, and he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Going to the run. It's Jackson. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So here comes Kent State's offense, ready to get this drive underway. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Running inside, it's King. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. He might want another play. Sayin. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Banks. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Banks. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Drag down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down. The Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's Julian saying to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the field. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Being chased. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a...
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Converts on fourth down, still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the edge, it's Jackson. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Headed to the fourth, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing, say it. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Now it's 3rd and goal. Keeps it himself. And they're able to get him down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Fourth down, say it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The run inside. It's Kane. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Let's go down to the sideline in Holly Road.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, this is so fun to watch these guys hype up their wide receiver. Every time they come off the field, there is yet another celebration. He has been an incredible downfield target, over 160 yards receiving. And continues to eat. The quarterback keeps telling him, hey, you're my guy. I'm looking for you every play. They are feeding off of his energy here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Tavian St. Clair unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Tight end now in motion. Quarterback keeps it. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. The Buckeyes in the hurry up.
Nice job by the defense suffocating this offense. They were ready for it. Nice job getting them on the ground, making a tackle. And here we go. This offense is trying to do something, trying to get some momentum, right back on the ball, running the no-huddle.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. St. Clair plucks it out of the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes are flying down the field.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he
lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. St. Clair to throw for it on 4th. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
But what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Delayed handoff. It's King. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab in their space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Clark. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.